This is the next program to find the square root of a given number. Design and develop a flowchart to find the square root of a given number n. Implement a C program for the same and execute all the possible inputs with an appropriate messages. So let's look at it. This is the program that is been written to find the square root of a number. Here it starts with the #include stdio.h. #include it's an input output header file, and void represents there is no return type, and main is a function where the program starts. You have open braces. Float represents the floating point numbers. Float number, root, square, temp. Printf enter the number, and now scanf %f and number. So and represents the address. To this address the number is accepted and it is placed. It's a floating point address. Now this is square root is equal to number divided by 2. Now every time we are trying to divide by 2, reason is because we need to find out the square root of 4. Square root of 4 is found by 2 into 2. So that means multiplying the same number we get the value. That is a square root. So that means if it is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2 and 2 into 2 is 4. That's the reason, one of the reason we are trying to divide it by 2. Again here it is 16, square root of 16 is 4. How did we get is 16 divided by 2, again recursively dividing 8 by 2 you get 4, and 4 into 4 is square root. Now here to solve this, give a square root of a given number, we will enter a while loop. We will have a square root which is not equal to temp, and the temp is equal to square root, and you have these values. Now we will find out the square root at the end. Now let's understand how this while loop works, and with an example. Square root, initially we will take square root is equal to temp, a temporary variable which is equal to square root. Now that means for 4 you have 2 into 2. That means initially we will check this square root will be 2 and temp will be this 2. So if the square root is equal to temp, if both are equals, then 2 is the square root. That is what we are trying to do. Temp is equal to square root. We'll do. So stay in this loop until it is not equal to temp. If it is equal to temp, see here, if square root is not equal to temp, that means until it is equal to temp, so stay in this loop. If these two becomes equals, then that is a square root, and then come out of this while loop. That is what we are planning to do. So here square root is not equal to temp, that means they are not equal, then stay inside this while loop. If it is equal, come out of that loop, and that is the square root. So initially temp is equal to square root, whatever might be the reason. So then square root is equal to number divided by square root plus square root divided by 2. So that is the reason. So 4 into 4 is equal to 16. So 4 and 4 both are equals. So every time it is divided by 2. So number divided by square root plus square root. So let's look at this while loop in an animation method. Now given number is 30. We need to find what is the square root of 30. So initially square root is equal to number divided by 2. That is equal to 15. And initially temp is equal to 0. Now while it is not equal to temp, is square root, which is 15, is equal to 0? No. 15 is not equal to 0. That is what? 15 is not equal to 0. Square root is equal to 15, temp is equal to 0. Square root is not equal to temp. Yes. Now this is not equal to temp. Then it will enter the while loop. In the while loop, the next one is temp is equal to square root. That is what? Temp is equal to square root. That is this temp. Temp is equal to square root. That means both are 15. So when both are 15, we multiply 15 into 15 is not equal to 30. That's true. So then we go to the next step. That is number divided by square root, number divided by square root, that is 30 divided by 15. What is the present square root? Is equal to 15. 30 divided by 15, that is equal to 30 divided by 15 plus square root. What is it? It is 15. So it becomes 8.5. So is 8.5 is not equal to 15. The same concept. Square root is not equal to temp. That is this part. Square root is not equal to temp. Is both are equal? No. Then that is not the square root. So now we assign this new 8.5 available is to equal. Temp is equal to square root is equal to 8.5. That is which we have obtained here. So now when we give the next one, 8.5 into 8.5 is not equal to 30. So now this step is executed. So square root, the given number 30 divided by recently assigned number, that is square root, that is 8.5 plus 8.5. So divided by 2 is 6.014. Now is 6.014 is not equal to 8.5? No, it is, both are not equal. So we assign 6.014 as temp as square root. So both are equal. So now square root of 30 divided by 6.014 plus 6.014 divided by 2, that is equal to, we get 5.5. So is 5.5 is equal to temp? No, still it is not equal to temp. So we need to find out until these two are equal. So again we assign the 5.5 and again we calculate 30 divided by 5.5 plus 5.5 divided by 2. You get 5.48. When you get 5.48, the 5.48 is both are not equal to 5.5. So next 5.48 is assigned. Then we calculate the same according to this. You get 5.47. So when you calculate 5.47 is not equal to 5.48. Again you have temp is equal to 5.47. The next step you get 5.47, which we designed. We started with 5.47 and we ended with 5.47. So 5.7 is both are equal. Here both are equal. So 5.7 is equal to 5.7. So multiplying these two will get 30. So 5.47 is the square root of 30. Both are equals. Now this is the square root of 30. 5.47 value is the square root of 30. Now this is the iteration. This is what the iteration we said. We started with 15 and initialized with temp is equal to 0. Both are not equal. Yes. And we checked, we did a first iteration. We get 8.5 and the temp value is 15 and both are not equal. Yes. We replaced temp by 8.5 and we got 6.014. And then we calculated both are not equal, not equal, not equal. Yes, both are equal here. So this condition it is no. So both are equal. This is the square root. Both are equal. This is a square root. When we multiply these two, we'll get 30. Okay. Thank you.